Today's guest is not just a world champion. He is one of the most intelligent minds in Latin dancing. Two-time world champion, 10-time national champion, Blackpool finalist. Today, Martino Zanibellato speaks honestly about dance sport, competition, relationships, pressure. We are not talking only about titles. We are talking about truth, pressure, ego, teaching, politics, and what really happens behind the glamour of dance sport.
Martino, we have a blitz questions. So you have 5 seconds to think about it, and you need to, any moment, to answer it. So, coffee or wine, what makes you a better teacher?
Coffee.
What's harder, teaching your wife or teaching a teenager?
Definitely my wife.
One Latin figure you would delete from syllabus forever?
One, Teri Alemanas.
Really? Okay.
Leading to the second one is unbelievable.
This one, for sure. Which country has the smartest dancer, Italy or Denmark?
Smarter, probably Denmark. Smarter.
Yeah, but if it is a soul dancers, or what you will say about Italians?
Italy.
More Italy. Okay. What makes you more angry, bad timing or bad attitude?
Bad attitude.
Your strongest weapon as a dancer, body, mind or ego?
All three together. The combination of the three.
If you had only one word to describe your teaching style, what is it?
Methodic.
Who argues more, you or Michelle?
I think I provoke more.
One thing dancers should stop doing immediately.
Going out of time.
If not dance, what would have been your profession?
I wanted to study as a journalist. I like writing.
Wow. Do you write some poetry or something?
Yeah.
Really? Are you sharing this with the... No. Just for yourself?
Yeah.
Are you showing to Michelle this?
No.
No?
She don't know probably.
Wow. Nice to know this. So, you danced for Denmark, but you were born in Italy. Did you ever feel between identities, that not fully Italian, not fully Danish?
Definitely when I came first to Denmark, I felt that I had to learn a new method of learning dancing and also a new method of understanding it. So that's where I felt in between, because I felt very attached to my origins and my understanding, but I had so much new things to learn that I was both curious but at the same time frustrated. So there was this.
So it is between all the time. Yeah. And what you are now more, Italian or Danish?
I think I'm more methodical in terms of more Danish, but I feel I like to feel things, not just to understand them. So in that sense, I feel Italian in that side of
that passion.
Yeah.
So this sounds like a good combination of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I feel sometimes Italians does everything by instinct without analyzing too much things, and therefore they can get into trouble with their instincts.
With these instincts.
So I think it's sometimes a combination of both, but still trust your instinct in decisions many times. So not to be too analytic. That's also.
Do you make it back practice, or first you do and after that you analyze?
I first use my instinct.
Yeah, first and after?
And then I analyze if that's the right thing. But normally...
And it is normally supported?
It's normally supported, yeah. But I double check it if this is...
Yeah. If you and Michelle had pushed it harder, could you have become a world champion in amateur division?
I don't think so. Because I think our time there was kind of... we were ready to step forward. So we felt that we were dancing with couples that... basically we were dancing with our own students already. And we felt that even though I think at that time we were about 30, we felt that perhaps it was time for us to have new challenges.
But obviously, if you look I analyze a little bit, the success become exactly around the 30. And but I take it at 10 years, between 25 and 35. Actually, it is a lot of dancers who's going further. And they already in 34 and 35 and still dancing in amateur. So you say like in 30 you already thinking you need to go.
Yes, well, we felt that at that time there was some couples in front of us that was kind of fighting more between them. At that time I think it was Nino, Langella and Christina and Zaitsev. And sometimes we took some dances, but it was not, it was more there for a second, and then we were kind of in the podium. But
anyway, you become a two-time WDSF PD, so professional world champion. What changed in your life after that moment, and what didn't change? When thought you expected would?
First of all, the moment we made the conscious decision to turn pro, we made an automatic decision, maybe unconscious, to stop trying to please and to really dance more with what we want. So
what you
it was
feel.
more a research for fulfillment rather than trying to dance for the result. And that was probably what blocked us in the amateur, because when I watch back also my dancing and maybe sometimes some videos pop up, I felt often in professional I had better freedom in my dance.
No pressure. But that's what I see generally difference for me between professional amateur dancers.
Often I think is the belief that you have learned what you could have learned, and then it's time maybe to bring it to life rather than keep putting layers on the learning, but not sharing it. That's maybe the changing of.
So in professional, you feel, you think it is more freedom there?
From our side, or mainly from my side, I let go of some layers of understanding or some layers of, building up of information that they were kind of making me stuck in the feeling. So the feeling didn't came through with my dancing. And by letting go of those layers, I could express my feeling. That's maybe how I can put it in words.
Many dancers think a world title guarantees long-term success. From your experience, what is the biggest myth about becoming a world champion?
I guess it's the process. I don't think the world title bring you success or no success. I think what brings you success in the future as a teacher, as a judge, is the process, the way how you get to a certain result, whatever that result is. And I think that's kind of what gives understanding that whatever you have achieved, you have kind of deserved it. That you have gone through some.
So it is like a
times.
Exactly what you said. Supported.
Yeah.
Support. So result is important in the end.
Result for me was never it. If I had a good result and I was unhappy with how I danced, I was actually more depressed than what the result was bringing me. So in the end,
of course, it was opposite. Let's say you was feel it great, people reacted and everything, but the result was not so good.
No, of course, that was also. But I had many gratifications with bad results, but actually the reaction of the public was wow. So I was like, in the end of the day, it was a good day, even though the result was not what I expected.
Actually, audience, one of the judges, and I think it is more honest judges than judges itself.
Yeah.
And if you, with your dancing, somehow succeed to pick up them, to have a standing ovation, I think it is the biggest appreciation.
Yeah. I feel sometimes.
Do you experience something like this during your career?
Yeah, we had actually a few times where when there was prize presentation, people were standing up and or booing the other couples. That was actually not so nice feeling. But in the end, it was a bit like okay, so we felt like we
deserve it.
We reached them. So somehow, even though we felt there was a special day for us, the judges didn't thought so, but somebody felt it. So in the end, the message arrived.
What is the biggest wrong decision you made in your competitive career?
I don't think you ever make a wrong decision. Is part of the process, and I felt I felt we stopped 10 dance when we felt was the right time to stop 10 dance. I felt we moved professional when we wanted to move professional. I felt we stopped with our dancing when we felt we were happy with what we achieved. So yeah, perhaps I felt that sometimes wrong decision happened during practice, you know.
Okay.
If that was one thing that I learned, is actually to the way you practice. I learned very late. So if I would have learned it earlier, I would have maybe saved a lot of argument and time.
Do you think you're kind of, I need to say it like, that's my experience of your dancing in the past, intellectual style. You know, you was always look clever. It was not, for me, I'm not saying like maybe someone sees somehow different, but clever. So let's say, do you think your intellectual style of Latin sometimes limited your competitive results?
Yes. I felt sometimes our education was very much right and wrong. Where I experienced maybe some of my competitors was their boundaries between right and wrong was wider. So they didn't have the feeling that, let's say, if the check was not in the right tracking action
and go or something,
that the world would fall apart. But because of our upbringing, perhaps many times we were very focused on that feeling of doing it right and then putting the right feeling on top. And many times maybe other couples were more about let's go for the feeling. Just go, just do it. Yeah.
No matter how I'm doing.
And that's maybe what gave me the freedom in the end, that I let go of some of these layers, because maybe I felt they couldn't get further in my body. What I learned, I couldn't, make it worse or better. That was what I learned.
When you look at your past videos, what annoys you the most?
It annoys me the most that it was not what I felt.
So you feel differently from the way how it is look?
Yes. Yeah.
That's so true, I need to say. I think this all dancers actually experience it. Look their video and they like, most of the time you pick up and say like, oh!
Yes, definitely.
So when it is still like, but is it a particular thing which is like, gosh, what is this?
If I could go back, if I was one of my couples, I would suggest myself, take it easier. Somehow I felt perhaps many times I had too many steps, or I wanted to do too many movements, too many actions. And therefore sometimes it looked busier than it felt. I was used to it, but I will give myself more time.
To experience some
to experience more things.
But one way it sounds for me like a kind of perfectionism, like you're trying to make it perfect, and if it is not really this, so it is not satisfying.
Yeah, probably.
Because I understand also with this business, particularly in World DanceSport Federation, where I know I see this. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's the way how I see somehow. When it is empty moments on dancers, what most of time we do it is kind of put it in another actions or create it another technicality. Because we don't like this emptiness generally. Yes. Yeah. So and now when you look back, you say it like to take more time to feel it.
To learn to take more time.
Learn
because I felt in myself I loved rhythm. And I loved action, so
And it was good in this.
Yeah. But on the contrary, when I had time, I felt empty. So, for example, rumba for me was not it. Was not the dance.
Hard dance.
Was hard dance to feel in the body, because I felt I wanted to do more actions. I want more things to do, and
Is there a competitor you never managed to beat, but it still stings a little?
No, I think in the end, when we retired, I felt, again, it was not much about the result. And even some couples that was in front of us, we beat sometimes, in different competitions. So maybe not as often as we wanted, but we still got, so we can actually beat them. So it was more the process still for me. It was more the practice. It was more the feeling of being learning and experiencing things in our bodies.
Dancing with your wife, blessing or constant psychological challenge?
Both, because you are 24/7 together. So you have that feeling of I need my space. And blessing because you share something that for life. So somehow you have both your work and your hobby, and everything is kind of condensed in one partnership.
Did you ever feel that being a couple off the floor complicated your progress on the floor?
No, I will not say that. I felt that actually that's what made us perhaps stronger, because we felt, or we tried to produce more that partnering and that chemistry that we had together, when perhaps other couples, they didn't have, because they were maybe not in.
No, for sure. Who was more emotional in training, you or Michelle?
I think she was emotional. I was sometimes very firm in my ideas, and then that was the fight. It was this
discussion. Let's say.
Let go.
Yeah.
So
who making compromises?
Yes.
So who's making the most time compromises? She or you?
None of us.
Really? So how you get after that into?
With practice.
So you practice like your idea.
Yeah.
She practiced her idea, and it is somehow went anyway like a walk.
Yeah. So in the end, we sometimes agree to disagree, and sometimes we agree which one was right.
So it was anyway somewhat like should be right.
Yes.
Interesting.
And what we had, luckily, we had our coach, Lena James, was always in the studio. So somehow when we had troubles that we couldn't solve, then we could ask her, in the next session, in the next private lesson, how do we fix this? So she was the one, balancing right and wrong. And of course, she was more on Michelle's side than my side. Woman.
So you was often
woman stick with woman. I always lose.
Interesting. But about teachers, if you were there, who is the most like influenced on in your career? The way how you develop it as a dancer or a future coach?
Well, let's say my first teacher was Caroline Smith in Italy. And I think she gave me the drive and the understanding. She was very much about being original. So not becoming a copy of somebody else. So that was very important for me.
Being unique somehow.
Yes, uniqueness, exactly. So this was something that stick with me all the time. I need to kind of do it right, but I have to have my identity in it. Lena gave us more the understanding of coordination and technical details, understanding of timing, relation with timing together. And then, of course, we had other teachers, but we had Lena as a main coach. The other teachers was more specific for something. So I can mention Hans Galke, who was very influential for freedom in the body and creating rhythm. We had, at that time, I remember Richard Porter as a choreographer. So many times when we wanted something, new, we would have Richard Porter. Ludwig Vermeij was very important for us for creating a package and mental approach to competitions, preparing the solo dances, creating something special on the floor. So we had teachers that was helping us in
nice names. I need to say like top.
We were like very lucky on that. Yeah.
Coming back to your relationship with Michelle and dancing, have you ever disagreed so strongly in training that you thought about to stop that all?
Yeah, not stop dancing together, but to stop the training, yes, we had a few occasions.
Moments,
Yeah.
Tense, like,
We had some funny moments, some fights, but then you look back at them and you look back at the smile and thinking, how stupid were we in that moment? Just it's just
it's emotional, right? It is like
it's building up in your body, but then when you look back, it was a bloody rumba walk,
What is this?
Exactly. So much trouble for that.
Do you believe romantic couple have an advantage or disadvantage in competitions?
If they know how to handle it, a strong advantage. If they know each other, strengths and weaknesses, and they know exactly what to do in order to bring the best of each other, strong advantage.
Who is more political today? Coaches, judges, or dancers?
I think there is an environment that creates political thing. In the end, I blame the dancers to believe in politics and not in their own dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, the whole environment can create political, how do you say?
Pressure. Let's say like this. Yeah.
But when the dancers give power to the political pressure, then they boost it up to the next level and the next level. So I guess, it starts maybe from wherever judges or coaches or whatever, but then dancers give power to that because they feed the process.
Because like most of time people wanted the result, not to improve the dancing.
Yes, because for many couples the result is more important than the process. So I think that's
the booster of this all things. Yeah, I need to say that I quite agree with you. I'm come to the same thing, because someone how to say it, like pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
If you take it like this, and who's pay it is a dancers.
Yeah,
and that's what is created in certain directions.
Yeah, I agree.
What is the biggest hypocrisy in Latin dancing right now?
I would say it's the whole environment. That is a little bit double-sided.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have this contradiction that we teach the couples and we judge them. So that build up a contradiction also in terms of manifesting it in the couples. And I find sometimes hard to have true friends, in dancing. There is always this feeling, is it for the marks, even with the couples, is it for the marks or is it for the knowledge? Also with the judges, are we friends or are we not friends? So there is a little bit this double
sides, double measures, kind of. Yeah. Do you think this sport is become too Instagram? I mean, kind of, and not enough dance?
I'm not an Instagram person. I'm not crazy about social media. I like not to post much about my private life. Maybe once a month, so sometimes once in 6 months. I sometimes repost what people post, like picture, hey, I'm here. Yeah. But I can say that couples are very, are kind of obligated to remind people, they use it as a strategy, they use it as a, not weapon, but they use it as a
kind of, again, pressure.
Yeah, exactly. So
advertisement.
So the feeling sometimes is like couples win or have the result through Instagram. So you win the competition on Instagram, and then you get you have more followers win the competition. Not like that, but I can see it.
So this is somehow true. It is not enough, kind of like dancing there, right?
Yeah, but I think
honesty in that in dance.
I don't know if it's a lack of honesty or just using it as a tool to promote yourself. Because in the end of the day, like you said before, dancers spend a lot of money. So if they can promote themselves and make their appearance or their experience to people look like better through Instagram, through social media, I think, of course, it's a good tool to use.
Is the Italian school overrated or misunderstood?
Well, I think Italy have a lot of talents. They have talents because there is a certain Latino feeling about movement, that is born within the kids. So I think it's not so much about the school. I think the feeling is not overrated because there is a true natural feeling about dancing there. There is a culture that bring couples to a certain level, or actually give couples already a certain look on the floor.
Okay, if we not take it the top Italian couples, but if you take it, let's say, average, often you see this, I don't know, hectic kind of, like this,
I see that.
going. And I need to say it, like, Italians quite famous in dance world because of this.
Yeah.
So you even say it like, it's Italian style.
Yeah. I agree with you. I criticize often, that over cooked sort of thing. Yeah. So
it sounds like they sacrifice this talent or instinct for again being the fastest, the strongest, or the energetical there on the dance floor.
It's possible. I think there is some truth there.
Which country today produces the most empty champion?
Oh, what empty champions? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say because I think when you see a couple, you recognize somehow where is their upbringing or where is their which country they represent from how they approach movement. I think there is something really attractive in every culture. So I think there is very good in let's call it Italian style of moving. There is some very good in more Eastern style. I think Scandinavian style also have some deeper understanding of things. So I don't say there is some countries that look more empty champions. I think it's a matter of which one you prefer, which one you identify more with. So, and I rather like to see things from the positive side than pointing a finger on the negative.
Is the new generation technically stronger but emotionally weaker?
Their skills are much better, I feel. There is the ability of movement is much higher than previous generation. The identity in the movement is perhaps weaker. So their understanding of themselves inside that movement looks weaker.
What is one truth about dance sport that people don't want to hear?
Perhaps that it's a constant fight between happiness and sadness. That there are a lot of sad moments in dance sport as when you are growing up, and then you get your little reward, and then you charge your ego, and then it's this constant fight between being happy and sad, and somehow if you're not ready for that roller coaster of emotion, then it's perhaps not your type of sport or type of art.
You hit me, feeling I have like now.
Yeah.
Do you believe most teachers actually understand body mechanics or just repeat what they heard?
I've experienced both within, when you go to training camps and stuff. I feel some teachers really experience it in their body and they understand it, and some teachers repeat it because they have heard it from somebody they truly believe or are very connected with. I've seen both.
What modern trend in Latin technique you secretly hate?
Waving everywhere. So this rolling feeling in every single step, I really don't like, because somehow it's when it becomes too much, that it kind of ruins the characterization of that dance. That I think is waste of movement. Somewhere, all right, but I feel it's overused and overrated.
Good point. Should all coaches be required to take periodically examination like judges?
Teachers?
Yeah.
I don't think. I think if you have had a certain upbringing, perhaps you are qualified. But now that I'm thinking about your question deeper, I feel after some years, people think they know everything. And then, there are new fashions and there are new things coming up. And, perhaps, yes. So I think, even just go back to your teacher sometimes and, have a lesson or ask. Maybe not examination.
Like checking yourself, like a mentoring. So you have a mentor, you go in to check.
Yeah. I often, when I go to teach somewhere, the teacher that invite me maybe take a lesson and ask some questions. I also sometimes try to ask questions to my teacher or, to the people,
sure.
or listen to other teachers that...
The way how they see something.
Yeah, the way they explain certain things, because I think in the end we are always learning from everybody. So I think it's make you understand better what you already know, or make you actually stick more to your beliefs, that you feel so actually what I believe in and what I...
So it means like somehow you need to be more open, actually, right?
Open. I don't think examination is the right thing to do, but openness, not saying
Let's say like everything. A coaches congress. So like not to judges congress, because we do only judges congress, right? But no one organize a coach congress, let's say, you with the sharing information or something.
Yeah, perhaps also even sharing knowledge, between coaches. How do you do this? How do you teach this? And
because probably like as a coach you discover with a certain couples some tips there. Or you think it is need to be hold it for just for yourself, like a monopoly.
Maybe some people believe, I remember my teachers mentioning Walter Laird in the old days. He was very much jealous about giving knowledge 100% to everybody. So it was kind of setting the minimum necessary, so not everybody knew the whole picture, but just maybe
a part.
Yes. Oh. That's what I heard, maybe.
But I can guess it, because I realize it after many years, like you can say it like we have a different direction. And I realize that you as a dancer, of course we're all being dancers, so you go in and you created your team of teachers and you stay with us. But after this you somehow like missing information from other field a bit, like because it is difficult, particularly in this time. And you become somehow like a good in particular field. Nowadays, when you stop and you teach, but you feel particular weaknesses in some others. Of course, you learn. It's not like you don't have a clue. Because I realize that people gone from our field, like from our business, they stop, they were not active teaching, they don't travel, and they possess a lot of knowledge there.
Yeah.
And it is probably, this will be nice also to share somehow this. But it can be started with the Walter Laird, with this little dose of information.
Doses.
Is that true that some coaches keep students depend purposely, on purpose?
I feel so. I think you're right. I think you're right.
I have feeling too, but like, we have some stuff like this.
Yeah. I've experienced it in my career. That there is a little bit that dependency to the teacher, and then I see that. I personally try not to.
Do students expect too much from teacher or too little?
Too much, I think, sometimes. Sometimes you are home with your family and you think it's family time, and then it's 10:30, 11, and you get a message from parents or couples and stuff, and they kind of expect you are there 24/7 for them. So I think, you are not just a teacher sometimes. You are a psychologue, you are a parent, you are a bit of everything. And
so true.
And I think that's a little bit, they don't realize that, you have your working time is over. Yeah. And when you go to an office to work, you go home at 5, and from 5 to the other day, you are basically free. If, of course, not everybody,
not in our institution,
but not
right?
in our,
What is one thing dancers do that make you want to stop lesson immediately?
I think it's bad attitude. When they either look, sound like what you're saying is not interesting, or they're not interested on it. And when they show that perhaps they didn't really want to be there. So I never really tried this. I maybe tried once, and I was very professional. And the day after, I told this person, I was very professional yesterday, but if you will do it again, I will throw you out of the lesson, or I will not teach you again. And it's not just for me, it's just for you to know that any other teacher would have actually thrown you out of the lesson much earlier. So I will teach you today if you change your attitude. Otherwise, I will teach your partner and you can go and have a coffee. And it changed immediately. So you let them know that that was your...
This is not Italian side, right? It is a Denmark.
Yes. You have to control it.
If you could ban one fashionable concept in Latin teaching today, what it would be?
I have to think about this one.
Take your time.
What can it be? One thing that comes to my mind, it's the idea of squeeze. I find a lot of dancers have problems with joints, have problems with hips, have problems with body parts when they get older, because they have all this feeling of squeezing their body. And I remember one of our teachers told us that the muscles in the body, they're never tense, they're never compressed. The feeling is that one side elongate so that the other side can still be active. So that concept of squeezing and going to the negative rather to go into the positive movement, I would, like you say, what was your word, banning it, or
ban this.
Put it away. Because somehow I feel it create both a negative looks when I see it, but also create problems in health.
For sure. I think we don't really discovering what is happening. Somehow we just sacrifice our body to create certain movements, and after that it comes out in a few years. And I remember in the past, some people said careful.
No
and after that you start feeling it.
Yeah.
What is your biggest fear as a teacher?
Actually, no.
You don't afraid anything.
As a teacher? No.
Fine.
Yeah, actually, no. I know a lot of colleagues have a fear when they go to maybe have to do a seminar where there are a lot of people. And for me, I love it. It's a challenge. It's going back to competition. So I get that adrenaline.
Opposite.
Opposite.
Exciting.
It's like performance now.
Oh, cool.
So, and I like also, teaching smaller kids or senior couples. For me is always the challenge. How can I look and understand what they need right here, right now, whatever that is. Is it arms, is it legs, is it body? What is that I can make by one single thing, make them better? That's my challenge.
Do you ever feel that your students don't actually want the truth?
I feel dancers want the truth, but when they get the truth, they are sometimes not ready to accept it. So sometimes you are kind of introducing it day by day, so that the best is when they self-realize the truth. Then I think you make yourself
more ready to accept
as a teacher, and you make yourself as a teacher successful because you make them understand what is the truth, whatever truth it is.
If your sons wanted to become a professional dancer, would you encourage it or stop them?
I'm trying to stop it.
I'm ready now. You're not professional yet, but ready.
Yeah. Of course, if that's what they love to do, you cannot stop it. But I will not encourage it in terms of saying you have to, come on, try, do it, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not, first of all, not my style, but also that's not my wish.
What belief did you hold 10 years ago that you now completely disagree with?
That there is only right and wrong. And,
Yeah, you said it before.
Yeah, so that feeling of...
It is not black and white, actually.
Yeah,
right.
That for me is more beautiful or ugly. That's better said. Something can be very wrong but look beautiful, and is acceptable, is good enough. So it doesn't have to be perfect to be good. You know, Picasso was not perfect, but people love it for other reasons.
And it is still today like unbelievable.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Your message to younger dancers?
Oh, difficult. I think there is a lot of fear in dancing, and I think the biggest fear is how do you say? They create a prison in which they can't get out many times, worrying about what other people think. So I think when they get out of that prison, out of that
circle, kind of, right?
Yes, that's where they actually truly become, they believe in themselves. So to get out of that biggest fear about not caring so much about what other people think. I know they are judged. I know they are, we are in a competitive environment, but that fear about what people think about them, that's what actually stopped them from developing themselves.
Yeah.
So that would be my message.
Don't afraid.
Not afraid.
Thank you very much.
No problem.